All right. I believe that I am live. I am feeling somewhat alive. Let's get some music going. Boom. Yum. All right. Let's kick up the chats. Alrighty. Let me make sure my ringer's on, because I might need it. Scoobity doobity doo. Okay. Soup, 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 soup. Soup is what I want to eat right now. Let's get Discord going. Check our music levels. I'm not seeing my music here. There we go. Get a little bit more music going. Cool. So, although there may be a little bit of lag right now, let's just refresh this. Yeah, so the lag is huge right now, but we can fix that by switching to mixer specific. But for now, I'm just going to do a quick test. Okay, so I just have platforms going. When you click join, your character will pop in. You can control him by moving around like that. And multiple people can be in. I'll show you the little trickety-doo here. So, see how I just like, bam, if you hit the sides, you lose some points and you get stunned for a second and float up. They all float down here. Whoa! There we go. So the float is just so that you don't constantly fall into the bottom. and it kind of takes away your controls for a second. The bullets now pick up the color of the person who fired them. So, yeah. Whoa! And you shouldn't be able to fly too far off the top of the screen. You'll see he kind of ducks back down every now and then. I may actually put... I may get rid of that top... I may get rid of this top platform. And... yeah, I may get rid of the top platform and then make it so that there's a barrier on the top. But yeah, basically everything's working. It's possible to play. Now what I want to do is I want to add some sound effects, and I want to add a visible display of people's scores. Also, I want to make it so that you can't fire when you're not moving, because right now if you fire, you just damage yourself. So, big plans there. Let's clear all that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dismiss, clear all. There we go. Hey, Frankie, what's up? So, and you can see here the controls are enabled here, so there'll be a bit of a lag on that. There'll be a lot of a lag on that this morning. Wow, that is brutal. So, there we go. You can see it there. So you can use a controller. The plan is that you should be able to see the stream on Xbox One and play with your Xbox One controller. That's why I used A and X. Whoa. Controls are a little finicky right now, but they're sort of in that good enough stage. I can't imagine what this would be like if we got like 20 people on at the same time. So then the other thing that I want to start adding is power-ups. I should probably move that platform so that one jump can get you up to it too. Let's do that right now. So either change the force of my jump or change the level of the platforms. But it seems like these two are in a good spot. That one's just a hair too low. Or too high, I mean. So let's do that right now. I've got a lot of particle systems left lying around here. Oh, yikes. These need to destroy themselves when they're finished. Oh, there we go. Stop action should be destroy. Okay, but the duration needs to be longer then. So let's work on that. Let's do both. So first, what's the height of this guy? He's at negative 0.69, so let's make that an even 0.7. And we'll do that with the stationary platform on this side. We'll make them both 0.7. And then he's at 0.34, so we'll make it 0.35. So that's 0.65 higher. And let's just see if we set that one to 4. That's not great. Now, is that the correct amount? That looks evenly spaced. No, not quite. So what's this one at? 3.5. So 6 would be 9. So it should just be at 1. That's weird. Negative 0.7. Oh, that's why. It's 1.05 higher. It looks like it needs to come down. It should be 4.5, I think. There we go. Okay, good. So let's start that up. And we'll see how the spacing looks. Now I gotta find my mixer. There we go. So I join in. One jump. Good. Pretty sure one jump will put me up there. Whoops, I missed. Now I have to wait for them both to be in the same place. Oh, too slow. Alright, slide back. There we go. Jump. Good. Now I have to wait for these two to be in the same place. Hey, good. Okay, so now that's perfect. So one jump gets you up to each platform. So 1, 2 should almost get you up to the next one. You'll probably have to do 3 though because of gravity. So the other thing that I need to do is right now you'll see if I jump up while this one's going past and it collides with me, it kind of pushes me over. I want it to only detect a collision when I'm falling down on it, and only parent it if I land on it. So right now it's parenting no matter what, so let's fix that right now. Right meow. We're gonna fix that right meow. Alright, so what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going to fix that so that the parenting only happens. So that's on these bouncer platforms. Here we go. So on a moving platform, if the player touches it and dot game object dot get component rigid body 2D dot velocity dot y is okay. So when you're going down, I always forget. I think it's negative velocity. So let's do that. Okay, cool. So let's see if that works. So the theory here is that it should now only carry you along on the platform if you actually land on the platform. There we go. Just line up a camera a little bit here. Good. Join in. So first it should move. Okay, so it's not. So we're going to log that value out just to double check. One more time, but this time with feeling. Join. Okay. Oops. So yeah, it should be if the y velocity is greater than 0. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So I don't know why that's not working now. So let's keep an eye over here in the hierarchy and see what happens with that. So you can see here's our player monster clone. He's there. So now, see, he's supposed to be changing. Oh, you know what's happening is the collision is zeroing his velocity. So, how do we do that? We need to check the y velocity before, like in the instant before the collision somehow. Oh, you know what we can do? In the collision, there should be a... There should be like a force attached to it. Friction, game object. I thought there was like some sort of a... So I need to find the force of impact between those two. Relative velocity. Oh, okay. So relative velocity magnitude is what I'm looking for. Yes. Okay, so let's find out that. And we'll just do that. Okay, cool. So let's find out what the magnitude is between the two different types of collision, going up and going down. It may not even register on the upswing because it's been tagged as a jump through, so we can hope. Okay, so that hit with a magnitude of 8. I need someone to move. So that was a magnitude of... Okay, so let's make sure it's not parenting right now. 'Cause okay, so I think that'll work. So basically we're checking the magnitude and that the velocity is greater than equal to 0. If this works, it should actually catch on to those platforms. Ooh, scary monsters. Alright. Join. Bam. Okay, that worked. Now, what we want it to do is not... Ah, it did catch. Shoot. Okay, so let's figure out what our velocity is at the same time. Where's my code window? There it is. There we go. So that'll log out our our magnitude and our velocity. And let's just see what happens when those happen. What happens? What's the happening? What's the happening? I need more coffee. Yikes. Okay, so that last pass, so no, we want it not greater than or equal to 0. We just want it equal to 0. Oops. All right. Shall we test this code today? Come on, code. You gotta work this time. Okay, so we'll see if he's locked on there. Good. It doesn't seem to be dragging me to the side when I go up through them anymore. Good. Okay, I'm going to call that good enough. That seems to be working. So the combination of the y velocity being equal to 0 because we've landed on it, and the magnitude being greater than 0, meaning you collided with it, means that it's, yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's take that debug out of there. We'll call that good enough. Now, what I want to do is create a little... So let's create an empty and just call this platforms. So we'll move those in here. We'll close that up, and then we'll create a new one called boundaries. And we'll set that one to 0. And then we'll move all of these bouncer platforms in there. There we go. Just cleaning up a little bit here. This reflection probe, I don't think it's necessary anymore. I don't think I'm really using it, so let's get that out of there. Game controller is still in use. Directional light fine. Main camera fine. Our canvas is here. For now, I'm just going to add a UI text object. And we're going to set that to the top left. And we're going to set this up here to the top left. And what does it say? New text. I'm not seeing that text anywhere. Let's set the color to be bright white. on this canvas, screen space camera, main camera, plane distance 1, that's fine. So when I look at the camera, why am I not seeing it? Let's look here on the game. Okay, so I don't know why my text is appearing way down here. Let's go left, top. So we'll just go like 10, 10. And then we're going to set this to 10, 10. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we don't need it to be 44. We can go like... So I'm actually going to make it like 34 just to crisp it up, and then we're going to change the font size a little bit. So I thought there was a way to change the... Maybe not. Alright, good enough. I've never actually tried to make a mod for Binding of Isaac. That sounds like fun, though. I love the game. So, but I tend to, as much as I would love to make mods, I tend to just like making my own random stuff. And then we're going to call this one score text. And so on our game controller, we're going to go in here. We're going to add a new field for that text. I think it's actually just a text. There we go. And one thing I need to do is, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this canvas and we're going to set its distance further. There we go. So now the text will actually appear behind all of our stuff. That way we can use it as a background, and we can actually make that text bigger. Because I think it'll be kind of a neat effect to have like everyone's score just like spaced out and wrapped. It'll be really weird, but whatever. I did like a, what's the red glow that I put on this one? It's like glow top or something like that. Energy top. What would happen if we did energy top as our material here? Yep, that is way too much glow for our text. Let's not do that. Okay, cool. So on the game controller, we should now have a score text field. Good. And I don't want to set the score every time, so let's just create a function for it that we can call when we need to. And we want to go through each one of our active groups. And what do we call that? Okay. Good, so that'll set it. Now for each one of these, I should probably use a string builder, but oh, nope, we don't want user ID, we want username. And then if I is greater than 0, then we want to score string plus equals. There. Okay, so this way it'll show everyone's score as we go through, but we need to actually set those score texts. So and later we might actually adjust the order of people's scores by who's doing the best. But for right now, and we want to set the score text when someone joins as well. So good. Alright, so now as soon as I join, that score text should change from this is a test to the current score. Oh, and we probably want to do it when someone leaves as well. But for now, there we go. There I am. Okay, so let's use this font throughout. So we're gonna change this to like 2020 to give it a bit more padding, and 2020. There we go. And gut, sehr gut. And now when someone leaves, we want to set that score text as well. And we have an event for when people leave. There we go. There. So now it should also get rid of my score when I leave the game. Now there are plenty of opportunities for this to go wrong if I leave it running for a long time, but okay, so now if I leave... Okay, so there's one thing. So it is correctly displaying that I'm leaving. I wonder what happens if I come back in. Yeah, it's respawning me. So I need to... destroy the game object. Dot my monster. Good. Okay, so that should get rid of the monster so that we don't end up with a whole bunch of free-floating monsters as people quit. And next I need to... Oh! I was going to go into the prefabs, get the player monster. And let's move the player's name below them. So let's see where his collision boundaries are. Yeah, that's too low. That's a good spot for it, but it is not a good color. So let's copy the position for now. And paste it in place. Honestly, it should just be at 0, 0, 0. And oh, Dan, sorry I missed your message there. This is Unity. Alright, forgot to pop open my YouTube chat there. Alright, so and then on this you know, honestly, with it like that, it may make it so that your name's only really visible when you're flying. Oh, I didn't apply it. And I need to get rid of the... Alright, so let's get rid of those arrows. Now we'll apply this. I will set it to a question mark like initially. Good. All right. So it's hidden when you're on a platform. Which is kind of funny. Whoa. Okay. That's good. So now I think the basic engine is pretty solid. What I need to do now is add power-ups and, you know, some score bonus things, basically. Oh, and I should make it so that every like X seconds kind of thing, you get 10 points just for the heck, just for being in. So let's go into our mixer manager here. Zoop, we'll scoot up here, and we'll have a public float that is free point delay max. And we'll just set that to every 10 seconds, for example. Hey, Nerd Turd, how's it going? So we're working on a Mini Mixer Monsters update here so that I have a game that just runs on my stream all day, all night, all the time, letting people play when I'm not around. So right now we've got this free point delay max. So on update, we are going to there we go. So we're going to, every 10 seconds, give people let's call it free bonus points. Skibbity-doo. And by default, we'll just give everyone 10 points. And I'm already going through all the players. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have a Boolean here that's just called add bonus equal to false. Because I don't want to have to duplicate this. So if you're stunned, you won't get the bonus. No, you know what? That's too dodgy. People aren't going to be able to understand that. It isn't intuitive. So if it add bonus, then we're just going to add. Oh, so wait. Oh, I made that a float. That should be an int. And the free point delay on start should be equal to max. Free point delay max. Max, there we go. Good. All right, skippity-doo-dah. Let's give it a test and see if I'm getting free points. All right, so I joined in the game. Every 10 seconds, my points should go up. Oh. My points probably were going up. But here's the thing. So So at the end of this, if free point bonus, no, if add bonus, that's what I want. Then I need to make sure I'm setting the score text to reflect that. It should be good. And the other thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I am saving the player's score when they leave. Good. That way, if someone tries to close the window, there's when they lose their score, it will be saved anyway. Oh man, I just looked over at the other window. When I'm concentrating, I got mean face. I'm like, I'm coding like crazy over here. It's like, code, 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 code. Friendly. Hey, how's the stream doing? Never look at your face in your stream. Alright. What am I doing here? Okay, so I'm gonna join. And let's see how that 10 seconds thing is working out. Hey, there we go. I've got 10 points. I've got 20 points. And then see, I crashed into the floor and I lost my 20 points. Oh, I crashed into the floor and I lost my 20 points again. There we go. Back up to 10. Oh, lost my points again. Shot myself, lost my points. Lost my points. But if I just ride this thing all day, if I just let my character go back and forth, and no one else is in the game, then I'd be getting points like crazy. Alright, so oh, that hit the thing. Okay, so I'm losing 20 points for colliding with the walls. Oh, wall collision. Okay, that works. Now what I need to do is put it on like FTL so that I can test it on Mixer with the lowest latency possible. Right now I've got incredibly high latency. I've got like 30 seconds or more. So, oh wow. Mental note, don't ride the sides of the... I wonder if when I set this live, if everyone's just going to be floating at the top like that. Just like trying to stay off the top so no one can shoot them. Ah! Yeah, so basically we should, I mean, it's a really simple, like, jousty sort of game, but yeah, it should just run on my stream day in and day out. And then what I want to do is I want to make like little power-ups and prizes that you can get, and maybe make it so that you can cash in, if you have over 1,000 points or something, you can cash it in for entries into contests and that sort of stuff. Yeah, fun stuff. What are we at? 9:43. So I think what I'm going to do is I will be going... Oh, what's this? Oh, nice. Okay, so, sorry, that was Microsoft getting back to me on, like, finding me some people for Azure at GDC. GDC is weeks away, less than 2 weeks away. Pretty excited. So, yeah, I think this is good enough for now. People will be able to play it multiplayer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down my stream. I'm going to build this as an app, and I'm going to run it on Mixer only so that it'll have the lowest possible latency. And if you want to join me over there, you can. Oh, did I just miss a call? Ugh. I've got a friend who's trying to get a job, and I'm pretty sure that's the second time I've missed his reference call. I need to call them back. So, yeah. Oh, here's the other thing. So I had 120 points. Let's double check, because I don't know that it's saving it when I shut it down. It's not saving it unless I leave. Okay, so I've got 20. Let's go up to 30. I'll shut the window down. Okay, good. It removed my character. So I'm going to reopen, and I'm going to rejoin, and I should still be at 30 points. That's an important thing. Yes! It saved my points! Good, so it is saving points from session to session for players. Let's try it again. Close out. Rejoin. Yeah. And it's randomly generating a color for me every time I go in, which is fine. Maybe I'll make a little thing that lets you re-randomize your color for like 10 points or something. And something that lets you lock in a color you like for 100 points. Fun stuff. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go off of Twitch and YouTube now, and I'm going to restart on Mixer only so that I can test it low latency and see how it looks.